Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today we are going to do a simple tutorial on how we can cluster a group of data with the help of embeddings and non-parametric method. So this is a Python package which I am going to explain, and it's available as open source in PyPy repository. So first of all, I would like to thank Masume who was actually working with me for this particular package. So her idea was to implement the non-parametric method into the embedding. Like we can kind of use the same embeddings, and with the help of a non-parametric method, how we can effectively group the data into different clusters. So this is the GitHub page of this particular package. So like you can actually see the PyPy page here. So this package is mainly defined for incorporating a lot of non-parametric models, but like in this particular first step, like we are kind of working with the non-parametric method and the embeddings basically. So there are some definition of what exactly are we trying to do, and the processes or the methodology which we are using is mainly Chinese restaurant process, and that's the logic which we are kind of using in this particular package. All that you have to do is you just have to install this embed clustering, and once we have this embed clustering, so let me just copy paste this function and give a small walkthrough of this particular example. So first of all, you have to install. So I've already installed, so I'm skipping that step. So you have to actually import this statement when you are calling this function CRP algorithm, and CRP algorithm is nothing but Chinese restaurant process algorithm from the latent component inside embed clustering package. So it will take a little time if you are loading it for the first time, like into the environment. So uh, so I would like to experiment with a particular data set here. So I've already taken this example. So this is a small data set wherein you can find a lot of tweets, and yeah, so ideally you can actually, so I already have a label, but yeah, like we will be doing a clustering right now. So mainly I think the labeling is for positive and uh, I don't know, I think it is positive or negative, but yeah. So once this function is imported, like you can actually call the pandas library to read this data frame. So let me copy this dataset name, and make sure you are on this path. So I'm just assigning my path into this so that I don't have to call it or like go to that particular directory. So let me just run this command. So I have my data frame imported, which has 31,962 records. I don't know whether there is any missing record, but yeah. So now here you have to mention the column which you have to cluster. So what is the name of column which you have to cluster? The column name is nothing but tweet. So just give tweet column, and this is the corpus. So we have the corpus ready, and now we are going to give this corpus of text into the CRP algorithm. Along with it, there are some other parameters. So first parameter is like what is the compute. So like if you have a GPU compute, then give CUDA or else give CPU. And if you want to clean this data, so like there is a bit of cleaning procedure which might help in clustering. So because it's an embedding technique, but like yeah, like purely depends on the data set which you are working through. If you want to clean, you can actually give cleaning equal to true. It will do some basic level of cleaning, and if you don't want, you can actually just set aside this particular argument, and you just have to run it with this, and just mention the column name where the cluster numbers has to be defined. So like if you want to, so that's all, I think that's it. So just run this line, and yep, I got some error. So The error is module attribute class no attribute clean. So that means there is a dependency issue. So what can be done is directly go to the requirements.txt file wherein you can see what are the dependencies. So let me just install this. I think I already have sentence transformer, so I'm just installing this dependency tweet preprocessor, because inside the cleaning this is what ideally it's used. So uh, so let me just run it now. So if you don't have this, like other packages, you can actually install the other packages, like, but other than that it's just pandas and numpy, which you guys will be already having it. Let's run that particular command once again. So I just refresh my console, and so let me just quickly run these lines, and I'm just defining my corpus once again. Now we are just giving the algorithm to run. So ideally it's running in the backend, like it's kind of executing that particular Chinese restaurant process algorithm combined with the embeddings, and finally it will return the exact uh, cluster. So we will be doing one more video wherein Masume will be actually walking you through the entire process on how this algorithm is functioning and how it's utilizing this embeddings in the backend. So that will be a separate video as such, like we'll be doing it soon. So once the algorithm is run and the embeddings are kind of like matched or does that kind of similarity, then automatically we are actually getting the cluster defined for each data. Yes, so it got completed, and so if you open df, then you will be getting the cluster. So let's try and analyze some data, whether it's making some sense or not. So so let me just copy some data set. So let's see what exactly is this particular data set. So um, so it's talking about father is dysfunctional, you're so selfish, problem, the Father's Day. Okay, it's I think it's kind of grouping all these family related stuff. I think it's it's in one category, mainly Father's Day, and talking about mother, children again. Yeah, that's the cluster. So let's see what exactly is the other cluster. So it's completely different to the other cluster which we saw. I think like once we have the word cloud or something like that, like we'll be able to kind of understand what exactly it's being spoken, or like if you do some topic modeling on top of this, you'll definitely able to make sense. So this is all about this particular package. So definitely try it out and let me know whether it's effective or not. So we'll be soon incorporating a lot of new algorithms into this particular package and improving this library. So thank you so much.